Hello, my name is Jean-Marc Superville Sovak, guest curator at the Samuel Dorsky Museum of Art for We Wear the Mask, Race and Representation in the Dorsky Museum Permanent Collection. Now, when I was asked to curate this show, I had a sense of the challenge it would present, specifically how to address themes directed at an audience, hopefully made up of university students and visitors of color, by using a collection that, like most museums, is unlikely to have had decisions made for it by people of color. Like people of color growing up in racially and sometimes nationally diverse environments, I myself have had to learn to code switch. By adopting the language of those in power, I've learned to minimize the difference my identity may present. In many cases, this is not a luxury, it is a survival technique. So I, too, wear the mask. Nevertheless, the first search I made into the Dorsky Museum's database was under the heading Technique, and then under the subheading Etching. See, since I'd begun my Ahistorical Landscape series, I've developed a taste for 19th century engravings. And that's how, just like that, I'd come upon one of the few African American artists in the Dorsky's collection, Henry Ossawa Tanner. Discovering Tanner, known for his dignified portraits of black families, felt like an extraordinary stroke of good luck. However, the biblical theme in this etching, specifically Christ walking on water, felt a little less promising. What, if anything, did it have to do with race and representation? But then, looking again, I realized what Tanner had done, or more precisely, what Tanner had not done. Since Jesus' face is never defined in the print, it can shift depending on what potential viewers choose to project. It occurred to me, was Tanner code switching from one audience to another? From then on, each dive into the collection's database became an opportunity to find ways in which each artist's object and each artist's subject was, in their own way, wearing the mask. The works in the collection are juxtaposed in the form of visual code switching, exposing the power differentials that brought them into being. In many ways, this experiment in curating feels just like my artistic practice. In places where I feel foreign, I tend to look for ways to find myself. My hope with this exhibition is that you, the audience, will be able to do the same with this collection, and in whatever small way, also find yourselves.